Okay, I believe we are live. Hello everybody. Very impromptu stream on a Sunday evening for me, but I thought I had nothing better to do, so I thought I'd hop on and play some Age of Imprisonment. Stream seems to be running on my channel, so that is good. Very good. Show it to Blue Sky and then the Discord. Okay, it has been shilled. My marketing quota has been met. So now, I suppose we just need to wait for people to show up. Yo, hello the Supreme Leader. How are you doing? Need to get something to prop my phone up on, actually, so I can keep chat alive. Well, not alive per se, but have it running at all times somewhere I can see it. So that should work. So yeah, how is everybody doing? Sunday night is admittedly not the best time to be streaming, likely, but I thought I literally have nothing better to be doing this evening. I quite literally thought I have nothing on, so I will hop on stream and do some Ninjago discussion, because I also have not gotten the chance to interact with you guys much since the streams I've done over the weekend have been very oriented towards talking with other people. Fine, happy to see you live again. Big fan of your content. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Hello, Try Guy. How are you doing, Goat? Yeah, it's kind of boring in the evening. Yeah, especially when you don't have, like, any plans. Like, my uni classes kind of pick up again tomorrow. So, like, this evening, there's kind of not anything I need to do, really, to prepare myself. So I just thought, just gonna be, like, sat in bed watching YouTube videos. It would be better to entertain on YouTube, because Lord knows I've not been doing that with my videos as of late. But I do want to try and get a video out sometime next week. Hopefully, I want to try and get the Q&A out by like Wednesday, maybe. If not, then like Saturday I think is very doable. But I've kind of got that recorded, so I just need to kind of put it together over the next couple of days. Hello, Cheesy. I'm on God. I am deactivating that Reddit account. I do not want to be known as a Redditor. I do not use that account. I don't think I've been on there in like ages either. I don't think I've like actively used Reddit since like not even like last year, since like maybe 2024. I am anything but a Redditor, and I do not want to be associated with that vile scum. Maybe you're not into power scaling stuff. Would you mind asking me something? No, go ahead. Admittedly, I really do not like power scaling, but if you want to ask me questions about it, I am happy to answer, because I am always right and can provide correct answers to any question. It's too iconic as what you're known for. True, says the very citable source, Grok. Howard Hamlin McGill mandates you purchase the Arc Dragon of Focus so as to finance the operations of our legal business. Please see yourself into Smith's or Seawood Court from Howard Hamlin. This is quite the good one. Ninjago has so many dark mirrors, why don't we just clean them? Truth Hypernova. I do really like that Ninjago is like keeping the whole like Dark Mirrors thing strong. I think it's like one of the best like and most interesting forms of storytelling. And I'm really glad we kind of got a bit of that with Raz and Aaron over seasons 2 and 3. Would have been nice if we got a bit more and that casket incident happened a bit later, but you know, what can you do? You see, can we agree that Crystal King takes Golden Master Fraud any day and that Thunderfang in his prime is nowhere near the power of all the Soul Strikers? I guess for... Okay, so for Thunderfang one, I think Doc confirmed this recently, that like even with all the souls he gathered, Thunderfang was like not on par with the Soul Strikers, which I think is really stupid. Considering like the whole point of like part 2 out plotline is that he's finally like, he's getting the souls he needs to like ascend to Sorcered, and but it's confirmed in a Blue Sky Lore dump that he just can't for whatever reason. I'll be back. I'm currently eating lunch, so I'll be back if you're still streaming. I will probably still be streaming, Cheesy. Bone apple teeth with your lunch, as the Spanish say. But I'll probably be going for probably at least an hour. I'm not too late though, because I do need to get up and do stuff tomorrow. Let's see. Maybe when the trailer of season 4 comes out, I think we'll probably see the trailer like towards the end of this month, so couple more weeks. When it drops, I'll probably do a discussion stream like this one, except there'll be actually like new content to talk about. Oh, sorry, Supreme, I completely forgot to get to the other half of your question. Crystal King takes on Golden Master for a day. Maybe? The thing is, right, is Golden Master was taken out by the first Ninjutsu Master. Whereas that Crystal King guy was just taken out by the like Dragon Lloyd got when like the ninja combined their weapons together. So I'm not sure if that's true, but can't say I'm a big power scaling guy. We need to get the professionals in on this. To be fair, Fundy being above a Soul Striker would make sense if he wasn't defeated by Mortal Avatar and by Mortal. I don't know. Thing is I think the whole Soul Striker and Avatar amped up by like Mortals thing does not make that much sense. It's like very poorly explained. And I just think it's like very, very silly. And I think that, I said this on Krusty's stream yesterday, but that whole plotline would have worked a lot better if the ninja were like trying to awaken like the Soul Striker to focus. Instead of just like the thing that defeated Thunderfang the first time. Because it's like really weird that Thunderfang now has all of this power to like ascend to Sorcered from what the show tells us. And he just gets beaten by the Arc Dragon again. And the Arc Dragon doesn't even need that like third laser beam either, by the way. Just the 2 is fine for it, which I think is really, really poor. Billy's must play Smash Bros soon. Plastic. Truth Hypernova. You didn't message me about hopping on Wednesday, so on God we will be there. Where is Weavy? Shot dead of a Bronx Lucatoon. Whiplash versus Fracture, who wins? Oh God. The power, so it begins the power scaling. Well, see, I actually think it's Whiplash because that's the Crossy783 guy. That's that Ninjago YouTuber. Yo, star. When's the character analysis on why fracks suck? This is all the fans would want. I don't know. I kind of thought about a frack video. I remember I thought about one kind of in the leak era for season 3 part 2. But I don't know. I think I cover a lot of my issues with him in the review. So I don't know. I'm not 100. I'm not 100% sure that I'll do a dedicated video. But I don't know. Maybe. I think I'll see what Season 4 Part 1 has to offer, and make a judgment from that. My boy Frack doesn't deserve this. No, he really does. Frack is not a good character. On God, we all hate Frack. The fuck is a shade? A shade is when the like land of Hyrule isn't doing so hot. Apparently these shade guys appear and like terrorize people. Hey man, I love Frack. No, you don't. No one loves Frack. Not even Frack loves Frack. I miss Frack Fridays. Me too. This game is kind of like Focus L. I see plastic roped you into this too.
Time to make ready.
Can't wait for the Fortnite stream. I thought about a Fortnite stream because I can stream it from my Switch. The problem with a Fortnite stream is that I'm not good, and I think that would just be really, really embarrassing for me. Especially since I haven't played in like a month now. It would just be like me getting killed by dudes for an hour. Shades are like right-wing parties. Truth Hypernova. Are you 100%ing Tears of the Kingdom? Probably not. I think I've done a couple of Tears of the Kingdom streams. I really do like playing it. But I'm not sure if it's the best stream game. Because sometimes I need to lock in and think. With this game, I can just kind of like beat people up. Like mindlessly. and it works perfectly. Smash Bros stream so you can televise your destruction at my hands. Do you know, I would be really down to do a Smash Bros stream with you if you want to do that at some point. Probably won't be like immediate. Definitely not next weekend, since they won't be able to at any point. But in the next couple of weeks, Smash Bros stream would go crazy. Splatoon stream, I would need to buy Splatoon for that. I just don't have that game, and I've never played it before. I'd be willing, we ball. I know, maybe we could do like at some point in the stream we could do Smash Bros with viewers. That'd be pretty funny, I think, if you're down for that. I love the new blacksmith and display. They're so beautiful. True. Really good looking sets. I think the blacksmith shop is a bit too expensive. I know it's got like something stupid like 1,300 pieces. But I think for $100, it's just not got the size for it. Like my, I guess scale will always be the Skull Sorceress dungeon for $100 sets. And I just do not think the blacksmith like even comes close to that, because it just has like a million like small greebly pieces that go into the base, and like despite having a lot of pieces, I just don't think it's the best value. I can't VC right now, but I can probably hop on for a few games. Ooh, Smash Bros stream right now, to be fair, would go kind of crazy. If you want to hop on for a couple of Smash Bros games, that would be pretty fun. Like, let me just finish this mission, and then I will get on Smash. Have you built that comic? I have. I've got the Coal Golem above me on a shelf, and I really like that set. Really, really good set. I do not get the hate for it. I think the awkward color choices work a lot better in person, and I think it like just makes it look more interesting than being like black, grey, and orange. And it's got some like really nice shaping for it, and I think it looks exactly like the show. It's pretty perfect for a $30 set. great things happening soon. Not for me. Beat people up. That's what happened at the Lego store on January 1st. True, I remember this. Everyone wanted everyone wanted Old Town and the display set. What's your favorite season? It would have to be Dragon's Rising Season 2. I really love that season, and I think it's like unmatched in terms of quality and interest. Here's a novel idea, Metal Gear Rising stream. That would be really cool, but I think the problem with that is I'd want to be like locked in on the story and like paying attention. And also I'd have to like learn it, which I don't think is ideal for streaming, but I do really want to play that game. Who told bro to stream? The little goblin who feeds me my worldviews and ideologies. Can we talk about the pitiful live stream from Lego? Yeah. I like clicked on that live stream briefly, saw that they were playing the pilots out of order, and just thought, well, guess I'm not watching that. On top of that, I think that just a lot of their 15th anniversary marketing has been quite poor. I know they're using AI on that Kai video, which Krusty made a video about today. Really good video, by the way. You guys should go watch it. Do a pulp ideally. Plastic, and I have $5. Yes, you can. I'll Venmo you. Raidu remastered stream. See, that's even less likely. Not even because I have to like learn it on stream, but because I don't really want to pay $60 for that game right now. I'll be fully honest. Like, cool game. What I played of it from a demo is really cool. But it's just I don't want to buy like the full thing right now. I'll be honest. Why you were calling me a goblin? What the fuck, man? I'll never do that, Gino. I'm sorry. Okay, on God, we are hopping on Smash Bros. Gino, stand ready for my arrival. Krusty has been on the content grind. It's true. It's genuinely awesome that he's been like back in the content game. The lobby has been made. We ball. Alright guys, get ready to watch me get like absolutely trounced in Smash Bros. What characters do you have on Fraud Watch? Writing wise and power wise? Forbidden 5, absolutely. Every single one of them. None of them were well written, and just power wise, I think other than Noct, they all put in pretty weak performances across the board. Hello HD Ninjago Studios. I think my muscle memory is still attuned to the Metal Gear Rising, so forgive me if I'm a bit cheeks. Dude, I'm still gonna get my ass beaten. Wait, no. This isn't where I want to be. Where is the online again? Battle arenas. There we go. I hate that my second monitor screen doesn't show up sometimes. Yeah, I can imagine that would be really annoying. Kirk could be OP if the writers weren't cowards. Yeah. Kirk could be like so good if they weren't like afraid to use decay. Hello Monob. Are you gonna cover any other show anytime soon? Maybe. I think right now it's not in the plans. I've kind of been back and forth on a Age of Imprisonment video at some point. And I might cover the new Jujutsu Kaisen season when it's out in full. But I don't know. It kind of fully depends, I'll be honest. It's not in the plans immediately though. Bro, so watch the Smash, he can't find the arenas. Gino, can you DM me the ID? I think that'll probably work a bit better. Yo, Krusty, how are you doing, man? Oh, okay, no, I'll make sure really nicey. Create arena. Yep, this all seems good. Okay, the arena. Oh, okay, I've created an arena, Gino. Plastic's 10-hour rant about Wicked for Good is coming very soon, I hear. No, nay, 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 nay. That movie was absolutely cheeks, and I do not plan on covering it. I don't have the will. If I'm going to be covering stuff, I think outside of Ninjago on the channel, it's going to have to be, like, good. I really don't have it in me to be covering Wicked for Good. Let's see, who else is that? I heard you were making that House MD video. Yep. Only on episode 5 of the show, but it's coming tomorrow. Retrospective on the show tomorrow. It will be Ghost Written by Gino. I need to watch Reze Arc, one of the best movies ever. True. Reze Arc is really, really good. I think that is like a perfect movie and probably like my favorite movie of last year. Just a really beautiful movie, man. Probably won't cover it on the channel, though. I think I did say this to you already. Like, it's just unfortunately not in the plans because I don't have anything to add. If you laugh, you cover Wicked for Good. Oh. Oh, no. Hang on, I've gotten a DM from Gino. Let's see what the old chap... Ah, he sent me the ID. Okay. Someone asking where am I from? I am from the UK, lad. If you couldn't tell, I'm British. Innit, like... You've been real quiet ever since you laughed. Yeah, the dread was just kind of setting in that I need to cover Wicked for Good now. Okay. Gino can't connect to my room. Gino, I'm gonna try... make a room. Maybe I can just join your arena. Yo, hello, Kaja-Khan. Plastic, should I start my rewatch of Dragons Rising Season 2 tonight? Yes. I'm glad I've convinced you. Lloyd's Titan Mech is an upgrade, not a remake. It's a remake as well. It's definitely a remake. It takes so many design elements from the original, but it is also an upgrade. I think other than the head... I think the head is a downgrade, and I think it's a real shame that we've lost the kind of samurai helmet look it had. But, yeah. Can you make your channel pirate-themed? The community is missing out on a pirate-themed channel. Truth. I will be only covering the Pirates of the Caribbean movies on this channel from this point forward. I watched Wicked for Good not too long ago, and it's one of the most dreadful movies I've ever seen. Yeah, it's bad. My kind of broad take on that movie is, I think my main issue is the Alphabet and Glinda plot, just because that's the central plot, and I think it, really, really sucks that they kind of replaced a really interesting conflict and dynamic they had going on with, like, oh, we like the same boy, and you cucked me, which is it's just so incredibly silly, man. Okay, Gino, I will be honest, I do have to enter this live on stream, so we may get other people joining. It might be Jova, for 1v1, but one can pray. Ah, here we go. Okay, we should be in. Dragons Rising Season 2 better than Part 1? No. No, 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 no. Oh. Gino, I can't connect to other consoles. Do you know it might be over? Do you know we might be cooked? I don't think we could play Smash. Who would win a fight, Star or Plastic? Nah, I'd win. Tell us a gambling story. Okay, so the other day on Shintaro Craft, I won a stack of diamonds at the casino. And I got killed because of it, and I never got those diamonds back. So I lost 2 stacks of diamonds. A damned day. That's my gambling story. Don't gamble, kids. Or do, actually. I don't really care. It's not my problem. Tournament of the Sources is goated. Very goated, but I think part 1 is better. Really, like, it's a really goated installment. I think the highs are higher than part 1, but, like, it's part 1's just too peak, man. Plastic's connection is as good as Zark's fighting capabilities. No. Do not get it mistaken. My connection is damn good. I have a damn good internet connection, right? I mean, you know, Lord knows it's better than Krusty's. But I think it's just like there's like a technical difficulty with consoles, I think. I don't know what it is, but yup. It's just very unfortunate. I guess we'll just hop back on Age of Imprisonment. Part 1 has better Raz character depth, if that makes more sense. I get what you're saying, but I think part 2 does do it better. I think it's just a lot more kind of compelling. Not even more compelling, really, but I think we get a lot better stuff with him and Aaron. You ready for the inevitable Aaron and Euphrasia romance that's going to happen in Season 4? I will kill myself. It's gonna be so bleak. Wait, I think if that happens, I will genuinely crash out. Plastic, check Discord DMs. Well, I just for you, Weavy, just for my special little friend, I can have a look. My favorite fan. It's quite the good one from me. Smash Ultimate Online has always known to be garbage. Yeah. It's like very 50-50, but it's just really unfortunate that like it's like I think it worked last time, but just as soon as I want to stream it, just does not work. Brilliant stuff. Old or new Monastery of Spinjitzu? Definitely new. It's just really pretty. Just sub, keep it up. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Would you go as far as to say Dragon's Rising Season 3 is a bad season overall? See, okay. I think I don't think Season 3 is a bad season at all. I think it's still pretty good. However, I think like everything up to about episode 17 is like really solid, and I think does a good job at following up on kind of a plot threads we had running this season. And then it's all just completely derailed so that we can do Powell and Raps on shenanigans in like the last 3 episodes. Like, what are we doing, man? This is like episode 60 finale of the season, right? Like, how are we on episode 59 on this show and still doing like Aracore antics and like having like, how are we doing this, man? It's just like completely ludicrous. I think that they just like squander all the momentum they had going for it, for the show and season in the final few episodes. Like, they just grind it to such a screeching halt. I would say DR3 is bad. Very valid. Doc Wyatt said, as Raz said, ass line. Smash will always be the best place when you have a group of people in person. Yeah, I agree. But it's a fun online game as well, when it decides to work. Not even the part 1 finale did that. Yeah, exactly. Like, I have a lot of issues with kind of part 1 and its finale, but at least it, like, kind of kept some sense of momentum towards its, like, final episodes, you know? Lychee Wing is the GOAT. So true. I think he's like genuinely the best designer we've got on the team at the minute. He does such a good job, and all of his sets are just have fantastic attention to detail. Powlid washed, but he isn't frack. True. I mean, I don't know, it's true, but you know, kind of shit versus ass situation with MI Fear. Once I saw Fallen Wishes for the first time, it left a bad taste in my mouth for the rest of the season. Yeah, Fallen Wishes, I think, is the worst Dragons Rising episode the more I think about it. I think Great Zane Robbery held this title previously, but Fallen Wishes is just like lore-breaking. It has no interesting character work, and is just generally a pretty boring watch. Whereas the worst I can say about Great Zane Robbery is that, like, it just kind of, you know, Zane continues to suck in that episode. But at least it has some, like, really good action when Nocta shows up to the train. Like, it does kind of pick up at a point, you know. Season 9 was my favorite. Very valid. Season 9 is really good. I think that was my favorite for, like, the longest time. Until DR2 came along and blew it out of the water. How would you rank the Dragons Rising parts? I think... So, okay, my kind of take on this is going to be really boring. But, at the bottom, I think Season 3 Part 2 is the worst. Because it just kind of, like, kills a lot of the momentum we had going for the show. And kind of just pulls a bunch of stuff out of nowhere. Like, Ghost Forbidden 5, Land of Lee. It just, like, I don't know. It's still a good part, but it just kind of comes very out of nowhere. After that, Season 3 Part 1 is really, I don't know, I've warmed up to it a lot. I think it's pretty good. I think I can kind of see the vision a lot more with a lot of its choices, and its lows I don't think are that bad. After that, I'd have to say Season 1 Part 1, which is good. It's like a great introduction to the show. But I just think part 2 of Season 1 is just slightly above it for me. Because while I think it has a weaker batch of episodes at the start, like episodes 11 to 15, I think are some of the weaker ones of Dragons Rising. But I think after that, like 16 to 20 is such a generational run of episodes for the show. So just for like those 5 episodes alone, it has to go over. After that, Season 2 Part 2, and after that, Season 2 Part 1 is on top for me, and I think it probably always will be. That is, it's quite a boring ranking, just because it does like keep them by like season blocks, but like I don't know, man. That's just how I rank them. Crazy L take, Weavy clip farming again. Rising Ninja might be the best finale in DR. True. Such a brilliant episode, man. Nice ranking, but do you think Dragons Rising Season 2 Part 1 has a slow beginning? It does. It has a slow beginning, but not in, like, a bad way, you know? I think it really takes its time to, like, set up our, like, key plot threads and, like, really lays the foundation for our character work this season. Which is, like, you know, it's necessary. It's just really good stuff. Oh my god, there's a lot of guys here. Professor Plastic, do you know what this quote is from? Definitely not saying he's cool. My mom says I'm cool. Is it Ninjago quote maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Having the Phantasm Cave being a setup, I was really looking forward to see Rox's Fear Power, but it's never used. Yeah. They had like such an easy tie-in for her Fear Power with Loy's Visions, and they just like never use it. Like, how did they fumble this badly? It's like such a no-brainer move, and they just never do it. It's from the show. Yeah, see, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not the best with Ninjago quotes that aren't from Dragons Rising. I've not seen any of the original show in so long, other than like maybe season 11. That might be the only one that I've kind of seen as of late. You Elements of Betrayal. What do you mean, You Elements of Betrayal? That one's so good. That's such a goated episode, man. How is that like an ew? Mentioning Lloyd's Visions and Fear City Plastic, that would never happen. Ah, yeah, my bad. Yeah, no, I was just, you know, my bad for, like, expecting very basic storytelling from the show. It's my fault, really. Elements of Betrayal is the best episode in Ninjago behind the last 3 episodes of Hunted. That is very valid, I think. That is a solid-ass episode. And I think probably the 3rd best Dragon's Rising finale for me. I'm a bit undecided between Rising Ninja and Power Within, but it is a solid 3rd place. Zen Kid on for using Skybound? Ah. God, I haven't watched Skybound in like even longer. It's like ancient history for me. Freakatrix is my favorite Dragon's Rising ep. Parish. At Doc Wyatt, annihilate this man immediately. Top 3 Dragon's Rising suits. Ooh. So I think... I know, what's number 1? I think probably my favorite Dragon's Rising suits are easily the Spectral suits. Those ones are really, really good. I have like no gripes with any of them. Genuinely gorgeous line. After that, probably Climber. I don't know, it's between Climber and the Season 1 suits for me. I really like both of them. Just like Dragon's Rising just had a lot of suits that like really resonate with me. Mr. Frohickey will return in Avengers Doomsday. He will solo too. I love how the gong was in the intro, used twice and then never shown again. Yeah, it's weird that we don't ever, like, learn about why the gong needs to be used, like, sparingly. You'd think that they would, like, kind of elaborate on this with, like, Cinder being Raza's Shattered Spin Warrior, but they just kind of, like, never do. Which is strange to me. Like, that's such a, like, no-brainer decision. Is Cinder dead? I hope not. I think he's, I think he's a cool character, and I'm really hoping he'll be in the next season. But who knows? You really kind of never know with Dragon's Rising. Can Gino start ghostwriting streams too? I'll ask him. Hopefully he will. Where is the gong now? I assume it's at Tournament Temple City. They left, I know like a bunch of the Wolf Masks and Blacks are kind of still holed up there. So I assume they've just like kept the gong in like one of their vaults or whatever. I miss Jordana and Cinder. Yeah, me too, man. Jordana especially. Like I think Cinder is like valid if you kind of don't want him back. Because I think in Season 2 Part 2 especially, he's a bit weak sauce. But I don't know, man. Jordana not being like in Season 3 at all is such a like miss. Who is Gino? Actually bleak. Gino is the person who writes Brutality, and he occasionally helps me write my videos. He's a very, very goated individual. It's kind of insane how Jordana just disappeared. Yeah! She's just like completely gone from the show post Elements of Betrayal. Like, the last time she was mentioned was episode 20, where Sora's like, oh, I wonder where she went, and we just never learned. Cannot wait for Sora to dump Frack and go out with Jordana. See, I do want her to dump Frack, because I don't like Frack. But, I don't think Sora and Jordana is, like, the best ship. Jordana's thing has kind of always been trying to, like, I don't know, she's, like, trying to get validation from all these people around her. She's trying to get it from Sora, and then she tries to get it from Raz, and it just leads her to being, like, corrupted by, Rox is her name. And And I think kind of shipping them together would kind of mess that whole thing up, because I think like her story is very clearly kind of going towards her like finding happiness in ways that doesn't require someone's validation. I think having them be in a relationship kind of defeats the purpose of that story. Plot twist, Doc and Kevin secretly don't have a clear plan for the show and just winging it. I think they do have a plan, like a broad plan, but I can't imagine they have like specifics. I imagine it's very much like kind of do X and Y in X or Y season, and beyond that I imagine they don't have a lot kind of planned out. But I imagine they have like a broad plan for it. But season 3 definitely does feel like they're winging it. Do you honestly think Jordana could be one of the Loyalist members? Maybe? I don't know. I think her just like returning as a Loyalist would be a bit of a silly way to bring her back. But I don't know. As long as her like stuff's good, I wouldn't mind it. I think Jordana will not be a villain considering where season 2 left off. I can imagine her being a bit more antagonistic to Sora, since like I kind of don't know if they like fuck with each other. But yeah, I don't think she'll be an outright like villain. Is a thing. They kind of left her in a place of like wanting to be better, I guess, and like escape from all the terrible stuff. Yo, Caitlin. I don't give a toss about these Loyalists right now. Truth. I'm just really glad that none of those Loyalists are like rocks. That would have been genuinely like, that would have killed all my excitement for season 4. Just like the characters of the show, the writers forgot about Jordana. Maybe. I think if we don't see her next season part, it'll be we can pretty firmly say they forgot about her. I feel like Doc and Cameron wrote the beginning, the middle point, Aaron joining Raz, the ending, and everything else was just made up after. Yeah, I think that's probably what they did. Like, they figured out, they kind of thought of a, like, start and ending, but I guess the middle was probably the most winged. And season 3 would probably be that middle, so, yep. It's a bit of a shame, because I think season 3 has a really good setup. Not season 3. Season 2 has a really good setup for 3, and they just like don't really capitalize on all of it. But hopefully we kind of start entering the phase where they have more of a plan for what they want to do. I want them to stop giving all the girls romance plots for the sake of not having to write personalities for women. Yes, genuinely so true. I think it would be really unfortunate if Frasier gets one next season with Aaron, instead of like giving her meaningful stuff to do. Not only because it would like mess up Aaron's story, but it's just so unnecessary for hers. But like I don't know, man. I'm really sick of these romance plots in Dragons Rising. They just don't do them particularly well. Especially like Wildfire and Roby, I think is like really bad. Like I thought it was pretty cute in like season 2. It's a lot of fun, and I think there's some like good stuff in there. But I don't know, man. In season 3, it kind of just becomes her whole character. Like Eagle is like dead. He's dead in the ground. He's in a ditch. Dude is in the Spectral Lands, and she's just like the only like content she gets is when they go to the city, and Roby is once again out of commission. It's just so like lazy, and I like really wish they wouldn't reduce all of our female leads like plot points to that. Even like Nia, I think this kind of applies to. Like her stuff with Jay is good, and I think there's some good stuff for her in there as well. But like I really miss when she had like a dynamic with Sora, and she felt like a much more like an active team player in the first 30 episodes of Dragons Rising. Like, she was second in command to Lloyd. She was, like, really good at, like, giving him advice and, like, leading the team. But, like, I don't know. As soon as they, like, introduce Jay, she doesn't really get anything outside of that, which is very unfortunate. Nia has a bunch of character. Yeah, she's characterized well. but like I kind of wish she. I don't know. I feel like she has good character, but it's not. There's not much outside of her plot with Jay, which I think is quite unfortunate. Like, I think for the most part, right, you could not name anything Nia did in season 3 that doesn't pertain to Jay in some way. Like, all of her material revolves around it. And it's kind of like, it's just kind of going back to that problem Ninjago had with writing its female characters. They're not doing anything new with her. Yeah. I think the stuff she gets is good about, like, coming to accept Jay's new identity, but, like, she just gets nothing outside of that. Like, literally all of her content is just, like, tied back to Jay, which, like, it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be, because not all of Jay's content is, like, tied back to Nia. Nia's whole thing was not just being about Jay and Kai. Yeah, exactly. And then season 2, part 2, literally all she says is, "Oh, I miss my brother," and Jay's still missing. She's not all about them, and she's not like, you know, she has like existence outside of them until the show wants her to, I guess. Plastic, how could you forget when she cripples an innocent Dragonian? Ah, yeah. My bad. Of course, yeah. Yeah, no, my bad. How could I forget about Jellybones Dragonian? That she just, like, that poor man she just crippled for no reason. I liked her in season 1, kind of helping him be a leader, and herself leading sometimes as well. Yeah, exactly. Like, that one scene from season 2, part 1, where they're on the bounty, like, talking about Lloyd's visions, always, like, sticks out to me as such a, like, good interaction. And they just have, like, you know, there's, like, such a good dynamic there. But, like, we just haven't seen any of that, I feel, since, because, like, all of her content's just been focused on Jay. Which, I don't know, man. Very unfortunate. Toast says, "Bye, Plastic." Did you just get here? Toast, you're not done. After watching Skybound, I'm so glad to not see her always being girls can do everything guys do, which is true, but no one ever said anything. She just pulls it out of nowhere. I don't know. I think it's like a good message to send. Just because, like, I don't know. Ninjago's kind of had a problem with, like, presenting Nia as not being able to do the stuff the guys does. Like, Fall of a Monastery, for example. All of the women just get their, like, asses beat. And Wu is just able to, like, solo the entire council. It's just, like, so, I don't know. Ninjago's just not got a, like, good track record at, like, writing its female characters. And I feel like it's slowly creeping back into Dragon's Rising. Nia has some of the best interactions with other characters, and now she's a mid-1900s woman only allowed to talk to her husband who doesn't even fuck with a ninja like that. Genuinely true. You can rewrite only one storyline in Ninjago. What would you choose? I think probably season 3 of Dragon's Rising. Like, Crystallize, it doesn't do, I think, a ton of damage, and it's like, it's still a good season. But, like, once you've read Brutality, you'll never want to stop beating the Casket of Bones to death with your bare hands, you know? Skybound is one of those seasons I skip upon rewatch. Very valid. Yeah, that season has, like, aged so incredibly poorly. I cannot blame you for skipping it. Especially when it all just gets, like, erased at the end. Plastic, how do you feel about Mr. Frohickey? Honestly, my favorite Ninjago character. He's way better than Dareth. Yeah, Frohickey is so much better than Dareth. I really like Mr. Frohickey. Also, this game is Age of Imprisonment on Switch 2. It's a prequel to Tears of the Kingdom. Hashtag vanquish Professor Plastic. Truth. On God, we are vanquishing the Professor this year. Hands of Time is worse than Skybound for me. At least Skybound's funny at times. That's fair, but I don't know. I think nothing Hands of Time does, I think, is particularly, like, offensive, whereas Skybound has a few moments and plot lines that kind of fall into that category. I liked Brutality, but I got stuck. Should I continue reading it? I think you should. Brutality is very, very peak, and now I can actually advertise it with there being like new parts out. Since the 31st of December, 2 parts have released for Brutality, 2 whole chapters. So if anyone hasn't been reading, it's a pretty good time to get into it, I think, because there's actually like new content is coming out. I really like this Skybound suits. Yeah, they're like, I think like a top 3 Ninjago suit of all time. Gorgeous lineup. What's your favorite part of Brutality? Definitely chapter 12. Chapter 12, I think, just has like the best Raz Aaron content. And I really, really like the stuff with Tyr and Forbidden 5. Really, really great chapter. They didn't win, we lost. Brutality versus Reign of Forbidden 5, which one was better? I cannot say. Both are made by people I'm friends with, and I do not wish to pick a favorite. Though both are absolutely worth checking out, so please do go watch them. Reign of Forbidden 5 is on Bedrock Breaker's channel, and you can find the link to Brutality under my Forbidden 5 video. Go read and watch. Which Reign of Forbidden 5 chapter is your favourite? I will be honest, I have not been keeping up with it particularly well. It's been a hot minute since I was kind of caught up with that thing, which is very unfortunate, but just the truth in it. And I don't exactly remember what happens in each chapter, but I want to rewatch them somewhat soon and support it. I really hope Season 4 fixes Zane. He might have been the worst he's ever been in Dragon's Rising Season 3. Our former ally Aaron lives in my head as one of the worst lines from him. Yeah, it's really bad, but I don't know. I just kind of don't believe they can fix Zane at this point. Like, he's just such an unsalvageably terrible character that they've done, like, nothing to fix over the past, like, multiple opportunities and seasons they've had, so I don't know, man. I'm not hopeful for them fixing Zane next season. I'm just kind of expecting more sludge from him. More sludge content. You haven't crashed yet, so you're a better streamer than Weavy. Truth. Chris Doc Wyatt and Kevin Berg have asked you to help them reintroduce Flintlock into Dragon's Rising. How do you do it? What I do is I finally give Raz a dedicated backstory episode dubbed When Tiger Cubs Cry. And in this episode, it will be confirmed that in Flintlock's time being banished, he was sent for wildness, and he alone hunted the tigers to extinction, which is why Raz has no people left. That is how I would reintroduce him into the franchise. 6-7, yeah, 6-7. I fucking love 6-7, dude. Such a funny meme. I am also a child, but you know, what can you do? 6-7 is funny. Plastic, have you seen Legends of Chima? Oh, so yes, I have seen most of season 1 of Chima. And I was supposed to make a video on it as per an agreement with Weavy, but I just never finished it, and I don't know where that video is gonna be. If that video's ever gonna be made. I thought Chima is like, I think Chima's like the worst show I've ever watched, I can't lie. It's just got like horrible messaging. And I don't know, I just hate it, man. Like, all the characters suck, all the plot lines suck, there's nothing interesting. I just hate that show. I genuinely, it's like a million, like, When Doves Cry. I'll be so honest. There's just nothing good. Chima watch must continue. Maybe. If you want to start a watch party, I've said I'm free to. But yeah, I'm not watching that shit alone, or I might actually kill myself. Any predictions of a live-action movie? I think it will probably... I imagine it'll probably retake a lot of elements from Season 1 of the pilots, because those are just, like, the most iconic Ninjago things. Like, you could, you know... I think that would be deeply silly to not take a lot of inspiration from those. But I don't know, I haven't really thought a lot about the live-action movie, other than, like, it's not going to be good. Like, it's kind of, I don't know. I kind of don't know if I'm ever going to talk about this properly in, like, a proper scripted video, but I don't know. I think the live-action movie just isn't a good idea, because I think live-action remakes are incredibly redundant, and I hate that they've been replacing telling new and original stories. And, I don't know, I think it being written by the Hagemans could be good, since they have experience with the franchise, but they're so inconsistent with what they write that, like, I don't know, man. It's like, it's a very 50-50 sort of deal. Tormak is a brutality OC. True. True Hypernova. I was building Zane's battlesuit mech, and midway through I saw him missing the whole cockpit piece. Actual insanity, dude. Why Lego needs to, like, lock in with their quality control. Like, it just keeps getting worse. I have to go to college tomorrow, but it was amazing interacting with you, Plastic. Looking forward to more videos. Thank you. Have a good rest. And I hope your college classes go well tomorrow. It was very nice interacting with you too. I think the reintroductions of Zane and Pixel should have been switched around. Probably. I don't know. I think either way would be stuck with, like, a boring robot character that I don't like. So I'm not sure if that would kind of change much for either of them. Like, it would be cool to get more Pixel screen time for sure, but, like, it doesn't, like, her having more screen time does not inherently mean that the writers are gonna, you know, write her well or do interesting stuff with her. On God, we are not buying Wu when it comes to Fortnite. True, we are actually gonna buy everyone but that bum Wu. I went to England for winter break and went to Legoland finally. I bought the Wolfmax Shadow Dojo. Also surreal, you guys talk like how you talk about movies. Insane slander. I mean, yeah, I guess British people talk like British people. I don't know what to say. But I hope you had a good time at Legoland. Zark losing to Pixel just sums up Dragon's Rising Season 3 perfectly. True. Yeah, very emblematic of all that season's issues. And it kind of wraps in a neat little bow of Zark beating on Pixel. Kind of bummed Gino dropped Kerr's centrism and brutality. I don't know, I think she's still somewhat centrist. I mean, she kind of has her own agenda going on, I guess. And she's not, you know, particularly interested in the freeing Thunderfang plot, if I remember correctly. If I'm, like, remembering the plot threads correctly. And I don't know, I think I really like what we have going for her now. Even, I'm not sure I agree with her centrism being dropped, but even if you think that, I think the stuff we're getting for her and brutality is, like, really interesting. I can't wait for the next Zane fake out. I can. Next Zane fake out will induce a 4th Plastic Zane video. And I say 4th very specifically because there is a 3rd one on the way. On God, I am making this a trilogy before Season 4 comes out. You gonna do a face reveal at 100k? I don't know. Probably not. The thing with a face reveal is that, like, there's no reason for me not to. Like, I don't know. There's, like, nothing that's gonna come with me, like, showing my face online. But I just kind of, like, I don't know. It's just, like, I don't need to show my face either, and I think the style of videos I make don't require me to show my face. It's like, I don't know, I just don't need to, man. First chapter of Brutality was so great. Yeah, it's like I think it gets off to like such a strong start with just Zark's like trolling Noct. I really do like the bit where he like goes to punch him and he just calls Noct weak when he flinches. Don't want to watch a Zane video, thanks. You will want to watch this one, have faith. But believe me, you'll want to watch this Zane video, it's going to be good. Have you seen FNAF Movie 2? I have not, unfortunately. I've heard a lot of things about that movie from people I speak to. But, I don't know, man. I'm not particularly interested in FNAF, and I've like never got around to watching the movies. Plastic won't face reveal until the surgery is complete. What surgery, Weavy? You wanna give some insight as to what this surgery is? Yes, Weavy, he'll have plastic surgery. Willem Dafoe, like American Psycho gif. It's like of course. He looks too much like Krusty, so he's getting plastic surgery. No, nay. If I do look like Krusty, I will be. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm pretty good looking, so I won't be upset per se. But like, you know, I'm trying to beat these allegations. By good, you mean Zane slander? Yep. This is gonna be like, I think peak Zane slander. I hope you will look forward to when it drops in 3 months. I'm doing the surgery, by the way. I'm so cooked. Luca, if I give you $5 more, can you not do the surgery? If you had to live with one of the Season 4 elemental monsters, which one would you choose? I don't know about any of them, I'll be honest. I don't know, the mutation monster looks like a pretty funny guy. He's got like he's got that funny big head. Probably him. Plastic is getting a Reddit logo surgically attached to his face. Actually die, dude. Okay, everyone who's watching, right? I need you to go to the comments of Weevy's most recent video and just say he's clip farming. Just, if you could do that for me, that would be just top notch. Thank you to everyone who does this. Zane has not been good since Tournament of Elements. I don't know, I think he was pretty good in Season 11. I really like him in Season 11. But yeah, he's pretty consistently a very bad character. Weavy should get the temple bounty tattooed on his face. True. This stream is clip farming. True. I'm the greatest clip and aura farmer of all time. Many people tell me so. Done. Thank you, hello fellow. I can never betray the wildfire hater. I think you can. I think you could. It would be funny. When are we doing the Casket of Bones watching Digiverse Party? Oh my god, I completely forgot we had that booked in for Friday. My bad. Maybe when I hop off this stream, I will get into Digiverse VC and we'll just watch Casket of Bones. Do that once the stream's over. New pirate theme channel is going to be stolen plastic videos with sea shanties in the background and pirate voice changer. Beak. On God, we will be doing in-depth analyses on Captain Jack Sparrow. Being toasted before you stream it. I think maybe I'll just at everyone in Digiverse and see if how many people respond. Probably need to give it like 15 minutes between streaming and doing the watch party to like get it all set up, but it would be really funny. This isn't about that bloody Caribbean. It is. Pirates of the Caribbean is so peak. Season 11, Zane doesn't really do much besides serve as a plot device for other characters. No, I don't know. He's like really well characterized in that season. And I think the stuff he does get about like being afraid of like being used like a mindless machine and having that fear actualized by Vex is like so peak and brilliant. Only good thing about it is the Lego game. Start, why do you hate Pirates of the Caribbean? Why do you hate those movies? They're actually so peak. Star said something very mean about me in Digiverse. Well, guess we'll just ban her. On God, we are banning Sarah as soon as the stream ends. Never watched it? Please do. They're so peak. Genuinely, they're like some of my favourite movies that I've ever released, except like 4 and 5. Only the first trilogy. She only watched Wicked. Star was here for one purpose. To watch Wicked. She succeeded at that purpose, so I sent her away. Ra's impression. If you could erase one season from the series, which would it be? Not including Skybound, since it pretty much was. I'll say Fire Chapter. Sorry, Fire Chapter is an insane take. It has so much good stuff in it. I don't know. Probably Prime Empire. It's not like the worst season, and it doesn't need to be erased, but like, it just doesn't add much. You know, I don't come out of I don't like think about Prime Empire. I think, wow, yeah, that like added so much to the franchise. It's just like very middling. And just like, I think probably that one. If they go back to Zane in Dragon's Rising, I hope they explain his visions. Maybe. I know, I think they don't have to explain the visions or bring them back, but I still think it would have been like a really great way to give him some stuff to do by like having him interact with Lloyd about like the visions and have them like kind of talk about that and like the implications and ramifications that come with it. Like, it's such an easy slam dunk way for them to like tie Zane into like the main story, and they just haven't done it. Bro is button mashing. True. I kind of yeah, it's just a very good game to play on stream because I'm pretty good at it, so I don't really need to focus on it. Someone is hungry in the Digiverse. Can you fix that? No. I don't have food for Digiverses. They're just gonna have to starve. Sorry. He and Lloyd can like help each other with their visions. That would be yeah. Like you know, they don't even have to give Zane his visions back. Just like have Zane kind of talk to Lloyd about like having visions and not being able to trust them. Like, that's such a slam dunk way to like have a dynamic between those two again. I'm amazed they didn't do it. Forever Rock, yeah, I agree. There's like Prime Empire just kind of doesn't add anything, so I think it would be like fine to erase. It's like, I think it's the only season of Ninjago you could erase and just lose absolutely nothing. The only thing we eat is Freakatrix. Perish. On God, we are destroying Zeatrix this year. Freakatrix, sorry, not Zeatrix. Prime Empire had so much missed potential. It's like a video game with a Ninjago world. Imagine the ninja being able to buy elemental powers. Yeah, true, actually. It's just a season with so much potential and they just like kind of don't do anything with it. And I don't know, I think probably more egregious for me is the fact that they just don't do anything with the Jay and Unagami dynamic. Like, they could have had such a generational like villain hero dynamic, and they just don't do anything with it. Like, I don't know, man. Like, season 11 was able to do it perfectly fine. Why not Prime Empire? I keep catching strays in Digiverse. Do not join this server. Oh God, do not join Digiverse. Plastic, will you play Dynasty Warrior of Oranges when it comes out, since Age of Imprisonment's gameplay is best off that series? I'll be honest, I've never heard of that game in my life. Maybe. Maybe, probably not, but I can look into it when it's out. The fact that Prime Empire was supposed to focus on Jay's mother powering the game, and Jay's elemental power being the only thing saving it, yeah. I don't know, I don't know if, like, the lore implications make total sense, but, like, it would have been way cooler than what we got, because it's just such a nothing season. It's, like, there's just so much nothing to the season that, like, any like, scraps you could get from it would have been, like, so peak. TBH, you can go from March the Only to Dragon's Rising. The only thing you miss out is that one line where Kai tells Wildfire about Nia merging with the sea. Yeah, I think that is... I don't know. I think 11-minute era has some good stuff in it. It has, like, really... It kind of, you know, really brings Coles to the forefront. And I think Master of Mountain is kind of an essential step in really understanding Cole's kind of dynamic with the Finders and Geo. And, like, Season 11 really picks up on, like, the Lloyd Harumi stuff and really puts that in a nice little bow. But, yeah, for the most part, you just don't need to watch it, I think. Which British county is your favourite based on shape? I don't have one. I don't have a favourite. Sorry. It has Seabound, which is peak. Wrong. Seabound is so mid. So mid. Just the middest season of all time, really. Do you prefer Master of Spinjitzu or Dragon's Rising? Easily Dragon's Rising. I've said this before, but I think Dragon's Rising is like the peak of the Ninjago franchise at the minute, even if Season 3 was a bit of a letdown. But I think it just absolutely, like, wipes Masters of Spinjitzu, if I'm being honest. Sorry, just having a drink. Season 11 is goated. Truth Hypernova. If Crystallize was a person, she would be an ex-wife I had a great first year with, but during our last year and a half, our relationship bombed. She divorced me, took the house dogs and Ninjago Lego too. Oh. Oh. Good luck on getting the kids back, lad. How would you like Dragon's Rising to end? I don't really know. I haven't really thought about it. I think it kind of depends on where Season 4 takes us, I'll be honest. Yeah, I really haven't thought about, like, where Dragon's Rising will leave us off, sorry. Do you listen to Soap's Ninjago songs? I do not. Unfortunately. But maybe if I ever come across them, just like on my For You page, I'll give them a look. But I just haven't. After a rewatch from the plastic video, then I also look into parts of the story I've come to really appreciate it. I'm really glad you like Season 11. That season is awesome. Oh, bye, Yellow Fellow. Hope you have a good night. Or afternoon, depending on where you live. I hate when people say you can go to Dragon's Rising without watching the 11-minute era, because the point of Dragon's Rising, you don't need to watch anything from the original show to enjoy it. This is true. But, like, you know, I think it's neat that you can just kind of skip over a very middling and inconsistent part of a franchise. I heard Finn Wolfhard is joining the stream. Is this true? It is. It's true. All of it. Very, very true. Finn Wolfhard will be watching very soon. And then he will be on. He's gonna drop me a message in chat when he's ready. Season 11 has one of my favorite arcs and dynamics. Lloyd's arc is so well done, and him and Yukita helping each other with trust is just so great. Yeah, it really is. Just a really, I don't know, just like, I think a pretty perfect story all around. I have like no real issues with it. Season 11 just so peak. Are you at all worried that Ninjago Beyond Dragon's Rising will incorporate AI writing or visuals? Well, actually, if you look at how the dialogue's written, you'd think it was AI. I am a bit, though, yeah. I think especially with the AI voice line, not AI voice lines, the AI visuals in that Kai video, I think kind of Lego is very obviously going towards it. Which like sucks. They should not be doing that at all. And I think especially for Lego, who are such a big player in the kind of imaginative play game, it's just such a bad sign for the future. I don't think it's impossible, but I also don't think it's likely. What's your favorite arc in the show? Try guy, do you mean Ninjago? I think probably the Dragon's Rising training arc would be my favorite. Just like season 2 part 1, I guess. That's probably my favorite. My friends and I found out the name of Raz's master. Master Answer a Cancer. Oh. Oh, that's an unfortunate name. I'm scared because Lego's probably giving those to all videos of a ninja. Yeah. It is very unfortunate that they have been using it out, and I really hope they see the backlash for the Kai video and they stop and they like don't do it for the rest. But I don't know, man. You never know with Lego. I think my take on companies is always like, they're not your friend and they will like fuck you over for $1. And that's absolutely what Lego's doing. Like, it's probably it's easy for them to like make AI like really shitty AI transitions, than to pay like an actual competent editor to do it. So that's what they're doing. I should have said character arc. My bad. Oh yeah, I think character arc probably Aaron's. I think Aaron's character arc has been really good. I've really liked what they've been doing with him as of late. I think season 2 is arc in season 2 is where it peaked, but the season 3 stuff is like really good up until episode 16 though. I think after that it does kind of falter a bit, which is really unfortunate, but what can you do? Season 11 clearly did have a lot of consideration put into so many aspects of the parallels to previous seasons, traditional East Asian stories and new expansions, but maybe not Asphira. She's not so good. No, Asphira's so cool though. Asphira's awesome. She shouts revenge and she's funny. She's so cool. I want to see Frack and Wildfire get some on some box art at some point. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Unfortunately, Lego hates the new Ninja and will not be giving them anything. I want to see a Nia set one day. Chat, can we laugh at this user? They think we're getting a Nia set. This user wants a Nia set. Can we laugh at them? What do you think about the Volta Focus? Season 3, episode 17. I thought it was brilliant and the best episodes from season 3. Yeah, I really like that episode. I remember Doc saying it was his favourite one, and I quite like it. I like Volta Focus. I honestly think that the show... Oh, chat's moving. I honestly think that the show won't be exactly affected by AI, because it's obvious that so many people behind the show do not like stuff like AI. It's possible, but I don't know. Unfortunately, it's a case of like Lego Corpo kind of like, you know, having the final say on this sort of thing. Like, it's not entirely impossible that we get some sort of AI generated Ninjago script at some point. Season 12 may be mid, but it has one of the best 11-minute era main antagonists for Mechanic. Yeah, he's alright. Not to break my clone programming or anything, but I'm not the biggest fan of the Mechanic. He's a fine enough villain, but I don't know, man. I always thought it was like a really dumb bat. He of all people was let onto the council when he like he's like a low tier fuck. He's like an actual street tier, and they like let him onto like Satan's supervillain team. Like, how did this happen? Why is he there? Grok Wyatt is real. True. At Grok Wyatt, is this true? Grok Weavy, generate me another quiz video. At Grok Weavy, generate me a clip farm. Yeah, Weavy, when's quiz 3 dropping? I haven't been invited yet. I sure hope you're not doing it without me. True takeaway from the Lego AI situation is that we should abolish capitalism. Truth hypernova. Fuck capitalism. I love supporting small British creators. Oh well, there's this really small British creator called Weavy that you can support. He's a pretty niche channel I hear. You know, has a Reddit account. I heard that I'm invited, but not plastic. Ah, yeah. Excited to see Lucatoon on the next quiz, Weavy. I hope you get him on. They kind of ruined the mechanic in Crystallize for me. Yeah, the whole, like, I don't know why they just made him, like, a raging sexist for no reason. It's, like, really unfortunate. I don't know what they were cooking with that one. I hate the Dark Island. It kind of made class unusable. I'll be honest, I have not read the Dark Island trilogy. What does it do to make Klaus, like, unusable? Lucatoon in the quiz would go hard. It's so true, it would. It's like printing money. Realize that this mission has a time limit. I need to, like, lock in and get to that targeted position. I'm so generous. Thank you for watching, small Ninjago creators. Star quiz? True, Weavy, get star on the quiz. Weavy, I think for one of your quizzes, you should just get a bunch of Digiverses in and just, like, see what happens. But, like, most chaotic video of all time. Gino plus Christian Mom against Ninjago, true! Get Christian Mom against Ninjago on the quiz. Not necessarily a Blue Sky user, just get, like, a Christian Mom. Just get, like, a really, like, hyper-Christian American mum onto the quiz and just see what happens. I'll rap an intro song for it. Weavy, she's making such a strong argument to be on the quiz. Hashtag let's star onto the quiz. 8 people was a lot for a quiz and you guys want more. I mean, you don't have to necessarily do more. Just, you know, just more niche polls, I think. Like, Star, Christian Mom against Ninjago, you know, Lucatoon, Gino. All that gang. Erica Kirk on the next quiz. How Erica Kirk stares at you when you're answering Ninjago quizzes. Cousin versus cousin, true. Cousin battle. True, get Frayne on the quiz as well. Just on God, get everybody onto this quiz. It's like that one song which is the ultimate battle of history. Weavy needs to do this for the next quiz. Quiz on who's the superior clone? It's me. It's me, Barry. I'm the superior clone. I made that season 11 video. Boss, Clone 23 does not does not what his program is doing. He does not enjoy the mechanic. The original version does though. Shall I get the team to capture and reboot him? No. I'm you know, I'm not a clone. I'm a cool original guy. I'm not just Krusty 2, guys. Trust. Quiz about the Digiverse. Question 1 about Digiverse. Question 1. Oh god, I can't make that joke. Yo, Cheesy, welcome back. Get Dark Bricks on the quiz. Weavy, why are you trying not to laugh? That's disrespectful as shit. Fun exclusive for the plastic stream. I have another big video in the works that'll come before a potential quiz 3. Weavy, do I know what this video is? Because you might have told me. Plastic, how do you feel about Ronan? He's alright. He's like a fine-ish character, but I don't know why they like made pedo for like no reason in season 5. That's pretty weird. Duckbrick mentioned. Weavy, why are you trying not to laugh? That's disrespectful as shit, dude. Oh no, I'm not gonna make it. Oh no. Oh no. Nay, nay, nay. Damn it. Never stream and play Age of Imprisonment. Worst mistake of my life. Can you get 0 jump for the next quiz? Okay, Weavy, 0 jump would actually be a shout for the quiz. Oh no, I don't want to redo this mission actually. Also, you should know what it is. Yeah, you might have told me what it is. I think I know. Those who knows. 6-7? Yeah, 6-7. We should try and get 6-7 viewers. That would be funny. Though I do think I'm gonna end stream here. I think I am gonna end it here. So yeah. If anyone has anything else they'd like to say before we kind of hop off, get it out now. Do you think that they will make a 6-7 joke in season 4? Probably, yeah. I actually don't think it's impossible. Bricks by mind onto the quiz. True, that would actually go crazy. Plastic, you support my vision of Super Mario 67, right? Of course I do, goat. Goodbye, my favorite Redditor. Sorry I wasn't here for most of it. No, that's fine. Also, please don't call me your favorite Redditor. I'm not a Redditor. I don't use Reddit. Please. Please believe me. I don't use Reddit. Please. Please. Sora should be near student. Yeah, that'd be really neat. How relevant do you think the new Ninja will be after DR? I can't imagine very relevant. I imagine this is their story, and I don't think it's impossible that after this they just kind of dip. But I really hope they are relevant because I really like the new Ninja for the most part. Reddit gang. Oh god. Please don't call me Reddit gang. Please. Have you seen Monkey Kid? Yes, I have. I haven't seen season 5. I've seen seasons 1 to 4, and I think the first 2 seasons are pretty mid, but I really like season 3 and 4. Really, really good seasons of television. This stream gets a downvote, perish. Plastic is already confirmed, there's no getting out of it now. No, but I'm not a Redditor, cheesy. I don't use Reddit. We need to cleanse the word Reddit from the chat. I might just, yeah, should I just like auto-mod ban it from the stream? When are you posting on Reddit? Soon. I'll be dropping a hot Reddit banger soon. Worst Lego set you ever bought? Ninja Brick Box from Core. Really, really regret guessing that one. Yeah, Ninja Brick Box is pretty terrible. Grok says otherwise. Grok is terrible AI, and we hate AI. So Grok is invalid. Kind of Wildfire should definitely just be shouting 6-7 at each other. Yeah, it would actually be real. That'd be funny. I feel like they definitely will. Definitely at some point there's going to be a 6-7 joke. Reddit is for Plastic, what Wildfire hate is for Weavy. I feel like for Wildfire hate for me is kind of just like the clone bit. I feel like it's a very similar sort of deal. Okay, but in all seriousness, hope you have a good rest of your night. Plastic, thank you, Cheesy, you too. We are human creativity enthusiasts around here, not AI. True. I love human creativity. Is the stream over because you have to go to surgery? No, the stream is over because in about 15 minutes, I'm going to be hopping in Digiverse VC and doing a Casket of Bones watch party. Get hyped. Okay. But CloneBit doesn't make you mad. That is true. CloneBit's really funny, but to be fair, the Reddit bit's also funny. Oh, hello, Lukai. Really bad timing because I'm gonna be ending stream soon. I'm really sorry. Let's go Weavy Wildfire. I hate a fork found in the kitchen, really. But yeah, I am going to end the stream here. This has been a really fun stream. Thank you to everyone for coming on. Yeah, really thank you everyone for stopping by. And so I hope you have a good rest of your night. And